Hello everybody, how are you? Welcome back. This is my GS02F and this video was as requested by Rob Lowry, who has asked how do I shim the diffs on my Komodo. Basically my old Gmade GS02 Komodo, not the GS02F I have here, had really horrible bindy was the right word I was looking for in the previous video, axles, front and rear. Really quite resistant. These ones seem to be better machined. These are the same axles, identical to the old ones. Still a little bit rumbly, but not nearly as bad as the old one. But now, having shimmed the old truck's axles, having been really notchy and horrible, they're actually now butter smooth, and now they are as good as the gearbox. The gearbox is already butter smooth, so the whole thing's very, very quiet. That's what I want to achieve with this. Because the tolerances are tighter, I don't know if I'll be able to shim these ones. Like I said, the old one was worse, but we'll try it. I don't know what size of shims I used because they were just loose and I only had a few left, so I used them up. I used 2 in the back, 1 in the front. We'll see what sizes we're going to have to use. I bought a big assortment of shims here. It's good to have them spare, so I bought a whole load. See if we can find some that match, that you can use this, and then hopefully the axle on this one will become as good as the post-shimming axles on the other truck. You good? Good. First thing I need to do is take the axles off, take the wheels off, take the axles off. I'll do the back one first because it's more of a hassle. It's less of a hassle, it's easier, and we'll find out if I can do it, and if I can, we'll get onto the front. Right, see you in a bit. Right then, here's the rear axle. I don't know if this will pick up in the camera, probably not. Don't know if you can hear that. It spins okay. It spins fine. And it'll work perfectly well like this. But it's very audible. And the other one was much better than this once I shimmed it. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to change the camera now so you can see what my hands are doing for the rest of this video. Okay, so I've got the axle disassembled. As you can see, it's certainly not a lack of grease that's caused this rumbling. I like to pack my axles and gearboxes full of grease. This will now lift out. There's a big loud car outside. Okay, it's probably a small car, a big exhaust actually. But anyway, let me just clean the grease off so we can see what we're doing more. And also, it's a Fiesta, a huge exhaust. Small engine, big exhaust. Right. You see in there? You get the gear, and these two run off each other. This sits, as you're looking at it, to the left of this one. So it sits to that way. Essentially, the two gears are too close together. They're too tightly sandwiched together. The other one is here, and this one's pushed too far against it. So what we need to do is shim behind this bearing. You put a shim behind this bearing. As the bearing butts up against the mounting, it'll shove this whole assembly slightly to that side in a very minute way. So we'll actually gap the two gears ever so slightly. What I need to do is find which shim to use, because I just fluked last time. I had loose shims and one of them was or a couple of them were the right size. I don't know which they were. So let's clean this all up and we'll figure this out. Okay, we're going to try these. These are Core RC shims, part number CR453, but essentially 8 by 11 is the sizes and they're 0.2 mil. These are in mils, 8 mil by 11 mil, and they're 0.2 mil thick. So we'll try these ones. I've got my very sophisticated way of opening packets. Right. Yeah, the inner diameter is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. So the inner diameter of 8 mil. Spot on. The 11 against the actual bearing. That'll be fine too. That'll be absolutely fine. So I think it's the same size as the bearing shield. They're very close to it. So this bearing, so basically just to recap, we've got the bearing and the shim there, The bearing goes over that end. So the shim is between the bearing and the actual locker. Now this should be tighter to fit now. It should be a little bit more difficult to fit in the gap. So I've rebuilt this axle, and I'll be honest, doesn't feel or sound any different whatsoever. So I think the axles I got with my GS02F are about as good as the axles come. The ones that came with my GS02, as I said before, were much worse and they needed shimming. These, I just thought I'd try it to see if it would work, but it feels exactly the same. So they've either tightened up their quality control and they've got better tolerances, or because of the natural variance and things, I've got better axles than I got last time. But if you want to shim yours because yours are rough, the shims I've used here, again, 8mm by 11mm, they were 0.2 wide. But yeah, these are about the same, so there's no point in having it in there if it makes no difference. I'm going to take it back out and just run it as is, because I don't think I can improve this one, and the front is the same. That's fine, it was worth trying. But if you want to do it, that's how you do it. If your axles are bad, that's how you do it. But this one, no, we're good, we're fine. I'm just going to rebuild the truck and keep it as is. Right, thank you for watching, hope that's helpful for you. Cheers Rob, hope that helps, and take care. I hope it helps, but I hope you don't need to do it. And everybody else, take care, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.